Okay, sixth grade, our warm-up today is just to talk about some key words for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So we're going to start with this. This is what a typical day is like, and then we'll go back and go over our homework. So I'll probably just call on you guys. Tell me a word that you used for each of these. So Doug, we'll start with you for addition. Good, some. Charles, what's another word you have for addition? Okay, good, plus. Zach, what's another word you had for addition? Okay, in all. Okay, that works. Adam? Good, all together. Sean, what's another one? Good, increased or increased by. That's another one too. Briar? Good, more than. Okay, I'm running out of space. So what else did you have, Justin? Good, added to. Doug, what else did you have? Good, adding. All of those words work. There's a lot of them. So if you only have 2 or 3 on your note packet, add another one, okay? You don't need to write all of those, but make sure you have at least 3 or 4. Okay, subtraction, Mary. What's one you have? Good, taken from. Matt, what's another one? Good, less than. Adam? Good, difference. Emma, M? Good, minus. Donatus? Say that again. Good, decreased. Sorry, the smart board shakes sometimes. It's making all this noise. Mary? Good, subtracted from. Awesome. So again, if you only have 1 or 2, make sure you add 1 or 2 more so you have at least 3 or 4. Perfect. Great job. Okay, multiplication. It's a different color here. Emma, M. Good, factor. We are going to talk about that today. Good. Alyssa. Good, times. Matt. Good, product. That's a big one. Justin. Good, multiplied by. Adam. Yeah, it's up there. That's okay. Anyone have anything else? Sean? Say that again. Okay, that's enough for multiplication. That's plenty. Those are the most common ones. We don't have to get into anything more detailed. Okay, division. Alex, what's one that you have for division? Good, quotient. Emma, H. Good, divided by. Got to get used to that. Matt? Good, dividend. Justin? Say that again. That can work, yeah. In groups. Anyone else? Adam? Good, divisor. Charles? Good, equal parts. Good. Okay, well, I'm running out of room. Mary, what else did you have? Perfect, goes into. Great. Doug? Over works as well. Yeah, definitely. So the reason that we made a list of these for the warm-up today is we are going to talk about those verbal expressions after we go over homework. I know you had some of them on your homework, but I want to go over some more difficult ones with you. And then our plan for today is to talk about exponents, and I want to show you how to simplify exponents on your calculator. So the big goal objective for today is, what is an exponent? How do we simplify it by hand? How do we simplify it on your calculator? So I always like to show you both ways. Remember, your calculator is a tool, but it's not going to make your brain go away. You still need to use your brain. You still need to think. Doug? Oh, geez, that's so funny. And that's not going to happen, right? Yeah. Yeah, I would be scared of that too, but that's pretty funny. Okay, let's go over homework. So after we do the warm-up, we always go over homework. So go ahead and flip to your homework page, which is your blue packet 1.1. Some days when you come in, the warm-up will be check your homework answers. Some days when you come in, the warm-up will be go write one of the problems up on the smartboard. Okay, so I have a variety of warm-ups. So every day when you come in, check the board or check the smartboard to see, well, what is your warm-up for the day, okay? What do you need to do before you start socializing? So keep that in mind. There's a variety of ways I do that. One of these days, I'm going to use the clickers for you as a quick assessment on the warm-up, okay? Maybe next week or the week after. Okay, so today I'm just going to go around the room and just calling you guys in a random order. Just let me know what you got for the answer. I already have them written up here. So Alex, we'll start with you. What did you get for number 1? Good. 4. Number 2, Matt. Good. Number 3, Justin. Good. Number 4, Doug. Good. Emma H, number 5. Good job. So there's the answers for 1 through 5. Jeremy, number 6. Good. Donatus, number 7. Good. Number 8, Alyssa. Good. Number 9, Charles. Good job. Number 10, Mary. Good. Excellent. Number 11, Adam. Oh, sorry. I forgot. Good. You did it anyway. Good job. 17. Emma M, number 12. Good job. Zach, number 13. Great. 14, Sean. Good job. 16, Alex. Yep, sorry. Thank you. 15, Alex. Good. 160. 16, Matt. Good. Good. Number 17, Justin. Good job. 130 over G. That one we're just keeping general because we don't know how many G equal groups that we're putting them into. Please make sure the first page you have checked. If something's wrong, a very good thing would be to do is to fix it. Okay, make sure that you correct it so that you know what the right answer is. Okay. Okay, number 18, Jeremy. Great job. 27 plus N. I sometimes may use a different variable. You can use whatever letter you want. Hopefully you remember that from yesterday. It doesn't matter what letter you use. Okay, Emma M, number 19. Okay, it's 29 and then decreased by a number, so it should be the opposite. So that's okay. So 29 minus N or 29 minus whatever letter you want, okay? Donatus, number 20. Good. X minus 6 or any letter. Alyssa, 21. Good. Mary, 22. Great. Good job. And I have here for 22, I have it written 3 different ways. Hopefully you remember from yesterday, you can write multiplication of a number and a letter 3 ways. Right next to each other, with parentheses, or with a little dot in the middle. Okay? Doug, question or next one? Go ahead. Okay. Okay, let me know when it gets here. Let me know so I can mark it down so I know you have one. Great job. 42 Ever X. 24 Emma H. Good. Sean, 25. Good. 12G or 12 with any letter. So make sure 19 through 25 is checked, Mary. That's definitely fine. Yes, and I probably should write that down. Yes. Like this, Mary? Perfect. Yep. Yes. Yes. Yep. Either way is fine. And same with 24. Any other questions on 19 through 25? Okay, 26. You had to fill the chart in, so let me just pull this down. So 26 for the chart that you had to fill in for 3 going across, you should have 21 and 329. For 4 going across, you should have 28 and 322. So that's the chart for 26. Okay, Zach, what did you have for 27? Good. So 7 times B or B7. Remember, you can have this written 3 different ways. You could also have 7 times B, or you can have parentheses around one or both of the terms. So there's 3 different ways you could write that. Okay, 28, Donatus, what did you have for your expression? Close. Very close. Mary? 7B, but yes. So 350 minus 7B. Can someone explain? You did? I thought you said 150. Didn't you say 150? Okay. think you said 100. Did anyone hear him say that? Did you hear him say 350 or 150? Okay. Maybe you said 150 by accident. I swear I'm not going crazy, and I don't think I'm sleeping anymore, so. But Donata, sorry. Regardless, you had 350 written on your paper, right? Okay, so you have it correct. Maybe you said it wrong. Maybe I heard it wrong. That's okay. Mary? Yes. If you got something, if something is incorrect, either cross it off or erase it and change it to the correct answer. Yes. Can someone explain why is this the expression for the books, total cost, amount of books left? So in other words, it's really representing how much money we have left. Briar, why is that the expression? Or do you have a question? Go ahead. Okay, well, why don't you bring your homework in tomorrow and I'll look at that, because you're not positive about that, right? You just think. Okay, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Doug, why is this expression the correct one? Good job. Very good. This is the amount of money you have. $7 is how much each book cost. We don't know how many we're purchasing. So this is your expression that we use to find, okay, how much money do we have left? Number 29 should be 50. So you will be able to purchase 50 books before the $350 is spent. So that's the maximum amount of books that you can purchase. Okay, questions on any of the homework? Is there a problem that you need me to go over? Jeremy? Yes. You can, but you don't have to. You don't have to. Okay. Now, we're getting to this in a couple lessons. Remember order of operations? So I call it order of operations GEMDAS. It's also called PEMDAS. You guys here, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So you always take care of parentheses, exponents, and or multiplication first. So Jeremy, even though there's not parentheses there, you still always have to multiply first because of order of operations. Does that answer your question? Okay, Charles. Mm-hmm. Correct. You're exactly right. So you could say 49. Yes. Yeah, that probably should be worded differently. But yes, I agree with you on that. 49 could be the answer. The book put 50 as the answer. So when I solved it so that I had $0 left. But Charles, you're right. It is, yeah, if we read it again, it could definitely be interpreted that way. So I agree with you on that. Whenever you guys take tests or quizzes in here, there won't be any questions like that where you're like, I could do it this way, but I could also interpret it this way. Does that make sense? Like the book sometimes words things where you think that it could be solved two different ways. Okay? Great. I'm glad you pointed that out, though. Anyone else in the homework? Any questions? Anything you're not sure of? Okay, so if you missed something, did you correct it? Okay, it's very important that you do that. And if you're ever absent, I always record this part of the lesson, so please make sure you check your homework if you're ever absent from class. Okay? Okay, so let's go to your notes. We're going to go back to where we left off yesterday. I want to do a couple of the verbal expressions. So in your note packet, we're going to flip to, and I want you guys to go to page, I believe it's page 3 in yours. Yes. And I just want to go over a couple of these. This basically went along with what your homework had you do, and I know you know how to do these, but I just want to pick out some of the harder ones and make sure you know with certain keywords. Okay, before we do this, who can remind us what's the biggest difference between an expression and an equation? Biggest difference between expression and an equation, Matt? Not true, because I could give you an equation that looks like this. Do you know what I mean? So that could be true sometimes, but not always. Charles, what can we add to Matt's answer? Good job. Expression does not have an equal sign. You can still simplify it, right? It doesn't really give you an answer because sometimes your expression might be 2x minus 1. You can't combine that any further. So an equation always has an equal sign, an expression does not. That's a huge concept that I want you to take from pre-algebra. Okay, it's extremely important. Okay, so on page 3 of your notes, let's start with number 12. So the quotient of a number and 5. The quotient of a number and 5. Adam, what does quotient mean? Good job. So how do we write this as an expression? The quotient of a number and 5. Jeremy. The quotient of a number and 5. Close. Donatus? Good. X over 5 or x divided by 5. So any of these ways is fine. Mary? Yes, you can even do the box thing. That's definitely fine. Yes. Yep. So any of those ways. For division, there's 4. Multiplication, there's 3. Okay, let's jump down to number 16. 5 more than twice a number C. 5 more than twice a number C. Zach, what do you think? Great job. 2C plus 5. Twice a number means multiplication. 2 times that random number. Okay? Twice a number. And of course, more than always means addition. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs down. What did you think about that problem? Just because I can't read all of your minds right now. Okay. Okay, let's do another one like that. Alyssa, you might want to finish, and we'll talk in class. Okay, what if I said 3 more than twice a number x? 3 more than twice a number x. How would we answer that? 3 more than twice a number x. Matt? Good. 2x plus 3. 3 more than twice a number x. Okay, what if I said 5 less than 3 times a number? 5 less than 3 times a number. Emma? Good job. Anything like that? Perfect. Okay, let's go to number 20. Ward worked 6 hours less this week than last week. Ward worked 6 hours less this week than last week. Briar, what do you think? Good job. B minus 6. And you can use any variable. Okay, we're going to go to the one that says 2 more than 4 times a number. 2 more, so it's number 21. 2 more than 4 times a number. Emma H. Good job. 4z plus 2. Okay, how about this one? 5 times the sum of one number and 3 times another. So 5, that's number 22. 5 times the sum of one number and 3 times another. This one's tricky. Zach, you want to take a try? Good job. Perfect. You can use any variable. So let me read that again. 5 times the sum of one number, and the and means that's where you put the plus sign, 3 times another number. They're not that hard on your homework. Mary? Yes, it's very tricky. So 5 times the sum. So we have 5 times the sum of one number. So this one number is going to be something random, okay? So 5 times this number, the and here means that's where we need to put the plus sign. And so plus 3 times another. Of course, the another means pick another variable. This one is very confusing. So 5 times the sum of one number and put our plus sign there. So 5 times something plus 3 times another number. Charles. Mhm. Correct. Exactly. Because it's a different variable. You're exactly right. Yes. And that'll be in these verbal expressions. If it's a different letter, different variable, it will always say another. Okay, we're going to do another one like that. Okay, let's first do number 20, actually 23. 10 less than 2 times a number D. So 10 less than 2 times a number D. Sean, what do you think? Awesome. How did you know to do it in that order? Good job. So it's 10 less, so we know it's going to be minus 10. 10 less than 2 times a number D. So it's 10 less than 2D. So if it's 10 less than that, you're always subtracting 10 from that product. Okay. Okay, most difficult one on here, and our last one we're going to do on this page. The quotient, right here, number 25. The quotient of a number and 4 more than another number. So the quotient of a number, so we have the quotient of a number and 4 more than another number. This one's tricky and it involves something we haven't used yet. Charles? Okay, that's fine. Nope. Close. Charles, remember, you brought this up to me. Hold on. Wait, are you changing Y to Q? Yep, there you go. Because this is the other number. Okay, this one's hard, so let me read it again. Okay, now it probably will make more sense. The quotient of a number. So quotient tells us it's dividing. This is just like the one Mary asked about. The quotient, so we're dividing a number, and means put your division symbol there. The quotient of a number, and this goes on the bottom, 4 more than means plus, another number. It's like we're translating Spanish to English, huh? I'm just kidding. Not at all. Let me explain that one more time because some of you guys still look confused. The quotient of a number. So we're dividing a random number. Charles called it X. Quotient of a number, and is where you put your division symbol. 4 more than another number. 4 more than another number. That's why you have to change the variable. Doug? Cool. Yeah, I should have said Italian. It could be any language. I was just kidding. Okay. Is this one, you guys okay with this one? Give me a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs down on that problem. You can use any letters you want. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, I am going to move forward to exponents. We're going to do a warm-up and more practice with some of these tomorrow. Okay, but I at least want to start exponents. Because as always, the verbal expressions we just went through, I always make them harder in class than they are in your homework. That's my job, Sean, with this class. Kind of. I'm going to explain that right now. Great question. I'm going to explain that right now. Okay, so lesson 1.2. We're just going to start this lesson. I just want to give you the overview, show you how to use your calculator with exponents. I'm also going to explain the difference between power, exponent, base, all that fun stuff. So our objective is, for part of today, is to use powers to describe repeated multiplication. To use powers to describe repeated multiplication. And we're going to go right to the definitions, ignore the warm-up that is there. Page 4 in the notes is where we are. Can everyone see okay in the seat that you're sitting in? Okay, if there's any issues, let me know. Okay, so while we're finishing this page, what is something you know about a power or an exponent or repeated multiplication? Mary, what's something you know? Good job. Exactly right. Emma M. Good job. Perfect. 3 to the 5th power. Great example. Adam. Yes. Scientific notation. Yep. When we do get to scientific notation, I believe I have that in chapter 7, we will talk again about exponents, powers, bases. You're exactly right. That's a part of it. It's just not in this chapter because this chapter is a review. Justin? Good job. 2 times. Very good. Okay. So we're going to skip that. We already did that. All right. Power. So here you answer Sean's question already. Power, the result of a repeated multiplication of the same factor. What I have circled here, this whole thing is a power. So where my hands are, this whole thing is the power. A lot of people get confused and think that this 2 is a power. Wrong. The 2 is an exponent. The 3 is a base. This whole thing is a power. I know that's something that's very little. It's very important that you know this whole thing is a power. 3 to the 2nd is a power. The factors are 3 and 3. One of the reasons that the 3's are the factors is 3 is a factor of 9. 3 goes into 9, right? Both of them go into 9. That's why these are called the factors. So this whole thing, 3 squared, is a power. Sean, does that answer your question? Okay, that's good timing on asking that because here we are. Second definition is a base. And again, write down whatever you need to. A base. We think of cheerleaders. They always have a base when they're doing mounts. I was never a cheerleader. But there's always girls on the bottom, and then they'll lift someone up. Whoever's on the bottom is the base. Okay? Think of a trophy. The bottom of a trophy is the base. Think of anything that has a base. The base is the one that's stronger. It has to hold something. So the 3 is the base. It holds the 2. So the thing I have squared, that is the base. And it could be a variable, does not have to be a number. Just like anything in algebra, you're going to see a lot of letters. You're also going to see numbers. Okay, that's why a lot of people don't like algebra. They don't understand why an answer could be left with variables in it. Okay, and we know, and we're going to learn throughout the year, a variable could represent a number. Okay. Okay, last one is exponent. An exponent is a number that represents the number of times the base is used as a factor. So now I circled this little 2 here. That is the exponent. So very important that you know how to label parts of a power. The whole thing is a power. The big number is a base. The small number is an exponent. So I'll say that again. The whole thing, the 3 to the 2nd, is a power. The big number, which in this case is 3, is a base. The little number, which is 2, is an exponent. Emma M. Oh, yes, yes. 3 to the 2nd power or 3 squared. I usually say 3 squared all the time. I wasn't sure if you guys heard of that yet, but have you heard of 3 squared? What about 3 cubed? Okay. What does 3 cubed mean? Mary, what does that mean? Good, 3 to the 3rd power. Awesome. So overview of power, base, exponent. Any questions on those terms? Okay, when you guys are done writing that, I want you to take a look at that little chart below. I just want to do 2 of those. Take a look at the first one. I don't want to say it. I want you to write down what that means in words. So the chart below, sorry, go ahead and write down what that first one means in words. And I'm sorry I didn't give you much space. Doug? It actually should only stay on there, expanded form. So just write the expanded form. The part that says value should say product. I know, I'm going to show you. That's why I said wait. All I want you to do is write in words what the first one means. Okay? That's why you have me now. All right, ready? So what does this mean? Who can explain that? Sean, what does that mean? Good. So 3 to the 4th power, and I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to write out the numbers. You don't need, or just write the number. You don't have to spell out the numbers. So 3 to the 4th power. So I'm going to cross this off. Really, this part is just expanded form. Anyone know, well, how do we write 3 to the 4th, Donatus, in expanded form? How did you know to write that 3 4 times? Good. Well, the exponent. Okay. The exponent tells us to write the base as a product 4 times. So you're writing the 3 as a product 4 times. Doug, does that make sense? Okay. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Okay? Use your brains. What's 3 times 3 times 3 times 3? Emma H? Good job. 81. So the value is, you could also say, is the product. Charles? Okay, what's your trick besides just using mental math? What's your trick? Okay. That's exactly what I do. I still consider that mental math, but it's an easier way to do mental math. That's great. Did you guys understand what he said? Just do 3 times 3, you get 9. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 9 is 81. Pretty easy that way. Great, Charles, and that's a fast way. Okay, let's jump down to the last one. Okay, how do we say that? So how do we write that in words, Justin? Good. 1/5 to the 2nd power. Yep, or you could write, I was getting to that, yes. You could also write 1/5 squared. Okay, so 1/5 to the 2nd power, which is also 1/5 squared. Okay, expanded form. Jeremy, what's the expanded form of this one? Careful. Good. 1/5 times 1/5. What should I put between these? So we know it's a multiplication problem. Matt? A dot, or what else could we do? Justin? Good. And which one do you think will be better? You can use either one of them, but which one might be a little bit better? Charles? Okay, the dot, you think? Okay, if it was me, I would use parentheses, but those ones are pretty close. The reason I would use parentheses is we don't want to think that that dot is, a decimal that goes somewhere. So you can use the dot. Just make sure you're neat about it and it goes in the middle. Mary? That's okay. When you think about it, put your hand up again. Okay, what's 1/5 times 1/5 in your heads? Emma M? 1/5 times 1/5. You're right about the 1. Good job. 1/25 or 1/25. How do you multiply fractions? Alyssa, how do you multiply fractions? Good job. Multiply across the top, across the bottom. Multiply the numerator by the denominator. Awesome job. Charles. Oh, okay. That's okay. Mary, did it come back to you? You can. But, and then you could simplify. But then you could simplify. If I will tell you, if you change it to a decimal and then multiply, you're actually doing more work. It's easier if you leave them as fractions. I'm going to show you on the calculator how to do that as well. But if you leave it as a fraction, these are already simplified. Multiply across the top, across the bottom. It makes your life much easier. Okay? Doug? Oh, okay. All right. Everyone open up your calculator. And the first thing I need to tell you is, well, how do I turn this thing on? So, I know, but there's a lot of buttons. Let me just hold Jeremy. So, bottom left-hand corner. See where it says on? Turn it on. See this? Where it's, if it says something, hit clear. And let me just point at mine. Hit, yeah, just like mine. Hit clear. Sean? Correct. It looked like it was glowing. Oh, yeah, no. Okay, is everyone's calculator on? Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to type in 3. So type in 3. Okay, do you see this little caret over here where my finger is? Press the caret. I call it a caret, but that means it's making an exponent. Okay, type in a 4. Hold on, ready? See this right here? Upside down V, Charles. Yep, that's the caret. Justin. That's okay. Yours, some of you guys, your calculator, because you don't have the same version as me, some of you will have 3, caret, and then 4. Hold on, look. Okay, listen. So listen, because the third step was press 4. So here's how we can double check. Hit enter. Did you get 81? Then guess what? We just checked what we did using mental math. So we're smarter than the calculator, but that's what the calculator is doing. So I wanted to show you both ways. Okay, Emma, go ahead. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, so let me explain this. The caret you use for exponents that are greater than 3. So let me show you if it's a 2. I want everyone to type in 5. Stay with me. So type in 5. Okay, do you see where my finger is? There's a button that says x squared. Do you see where my finger is? Okay, press that. It looks just like mine. Every single one of yours should look just like mine. Do you see the 5 squared? Hit enter. Woohoo! Look how smart it is. It told us 5 times 5 is 25.
Whoa, I never knew that.
Doug. No, that's the same. 5 squared is the exact same. You're good. Oh, I know. That's because that's an 83 and that's an 84.
How do you get like 1/5? Like,
Okay, I'm getting that. Okay, listen up. Okay, let me show you one more, but listen carefully. We're going to put one in that's a fraction, and we're going to raise it to the 3rd power. Stay with me. You ready? Clear your home screen. Hit clear. Clear your home screen. Hit clear. Open up a parenthesis. So I opened up a parenthesis right above 8 is the open parenthesis. Okay, you type in 1 divided by 5. 1 divided by 5 put an end parenthesis. So the fractions have to be 1 divided by something. It's annoying, but use your division symbol. Okay, let's find the exponent of 3. Is everyone with me? Okay. Type in math. Type in math. Where is to the 3rd power? What number? Justin? Good. Either press number 3 or scroll down to number 3. Go. Hit enter. Enter is down here. Okay, time out. Give me a head nod. Does everyone's look like mine? Okay. Charles, you say no. Okay. Alyssa, you okay? Okay. Hit enter. So everyone gets 8 thousandths. Hold on. You want to know how to change it back to a fraction? Hit math. Enter, enter. Math, enter, enter. So there we go. 1 over 125th. Sean. Yep. Yep. Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah, and guys, that goes for anything to the 2nd, to the 3rd, to any exponent. You could use the caret for all of them if you want. Definitely. I just wanted to show you the trick of squared and cubed. I'll show you again tomorrow. I just want at least to show you today so you can think about that a little bit. Emma M? Go ahead. Yep. Yes, we will. Chapter 8. I have all the chapters memorized. So yes, we're getting to that. One other important thing on the calculator. Okay. Even though a subtraction sign and a negative sign are the same thing, your calculator thinks they're different. So on all eyes up here, do you see where I'm pointing? This is the negative sign at the bottom. This is the subtraction sign. So negative sign, subtraction sign. Negative sign, subtraction sign. If you use the subtraction sign for the negative sign, you're going to get an error message. So it's extremely important. I'll remind you of this throughout this chapter. This is the negative, this is the minus. Okay? Okay. Next week, I'm going to show you how to clear the memory on your calculator, but we'll do that next week. Okay? Yep. Hit enter. It'll give you 4. Yep. Okay, I need everyone to shut off their calculator. Ready? To shut off your calculator, you hit second on. Second. Ooh. Second on. It turns it off. I don't know why mine says that, but yes. Okay? Doug. Oh, there you go. Good job. Okay. Okay, lid on your calculator, please. Okay, and I need everyone to open up your homework packet to 1.2. And carefully pay attention because you're not doing the whole thing. Okay, I want you to do numbers 1 through 20, which is just the first page. Yep, blue packet, which is your home. Anytime I say the homework packet, just so you guys get used to this, it's the packet that has the worksheets in it, okay? Now, we did not get through that entire lesson, but you know enough to do numbers 1 through 20. So take a look at number 1. How would you write number 1 using an exponent? Matt? Good job. All you would do for number 1 is write down 43 to the 4th power. Okay, numbers 5 through 10. You are evaluating. They'll give you what n is, plug it in. Okay? You may use your calculator or you may use mental math. So for number 5, you would plug in 8 squared, which is 64. Like you would write on your paper 8 squared and put an equal sign, and then 0.3, put an equal sign. So you'll get 2 different answers for numbers 5 through 10. That make sense, Charles? You can borrow mine. I'm going to tell you that in a second, okay? Numbers 11 through 14, you need to write it out in words what it means, and then show me your work. So like, how are you evaluating the power? So you would show me for number 11, 9 times 9 times 9 times 9 times 9, if I said that 6 times, okay? 15 through 20, they give you the numbers. Again, there's that key word from yesterday, evaluate, solve. So show me your work so that if you make a mistake, we can figure out what you did wrong. If you have one of the calculators from the caddy, turn it over and make sure it's your number. You are responsible for this calculator. You may take it with you, but if you don't have it in class tomorrow, you're not going to have a calculator to use, okay? Don't drop it. Take good care of it, okay? I don't want you to keep it with you at all times, but for tonight's assignment, you may take it with you. Emma?
For number 5 through 10,
Mm-hmm. Yes, use both. So you'll get 2 answers. Kind of. Oh, yep. Sorry about that. Thank you. Yes. You're exactly right, Charles. I should look at the letters more carefully. Yes. The X and the Y are different. So I don't even know why they would do that. It's kind of silly. But yes, for 15 through 20, you'll just get 1 answer. I guess they just want you to pay attention to the variables. Sean? Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Exactly. Adam? Technically, no, because there's an online book. So technically, no. But you're allowed. Yeah. If you ever want to take the book home, that's your book. That's your number. Same with the calculator. It's your number. Okay? Yeah, you could leave it there, though. Donatus? It's different. Right. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know that those did that. Very cool. Nice. Okay. Is everyone okay, Sean? You mean like you mean you're back at school? Nope. Yes. Sometimes you'll have a decent amount of homework that you could work on that most of the time. Um, when we get closer to a test or a quiz, it's a good idea to go over your notes. If you need to go on Blackboard again to watch something, go ahead. I will start to put up some games on Blackboard for you guys to practice what we did in class, but I just haven't done that yet. So you could use the computer more. Doug?